What's up, Leafs Nation? Welcome back to another game preview. I'm Zack Phillips, and today we're going to be taking a look at game number 74 of the Toronto Maple Leafs regular season as they host the Florida Panthers tonight in what could be a little bit of a preview of the first round matchup for this upcoming playoffs. Now, obviously, these two teams, it's not like they've had too much history going against each other over the last few years, but if you're going to go back to what ultimately knocked out the Maple Leafs in the playoffs last year, it was this Florida Panthers team, and what was a pretty dominant series for Florida en route to a Stanley Cup appearance for them. 5 games it took them to defeat this Leafs team, and it exposed the team for pretty much everything we've always known and kind of, I guess, thought that they might be, and that would be a soft team that can get pushed around, can get shut down, and doesn't have a response. Florida basically came out and said, we're going to ram it down your throats. We're going to put the puck in your corner. We're going to get on you fast. We're going to get on you hard. We're going to make your life a living hell. And this Leafs team just was not able to figure it out. They were not able to handle the onslaught that the Florida Panthers were continuing to bring. Now, if you flip over into this season, Florida, obviously, yet again, another incredible year for them. They're one of the top teams in the NHL, and they play the exact same way. They play a playoff style of hockey, a style that has crippled this Maple Leafs team in years past. This season so far, they are 1-1 against the Panthers, losing 3-1 back in October and then losing 2-1 in November there. Going into this game tonight, this is going to be much more closely related to the lineups that we'll see opening day for this Leafs team come playoffs, and probably for Florida as well. So this will be way more telling about what might happen in the first round than anything we've seen earlier in the year. Now, obviously, for this Leafs team, no Morgan Rielly, no Järnkrok, no Marner, no Edmondson, no Liljegren. There's a bunch of bodies missing, but this Leafs team found a way to get it done against the Sabres on Saturday night, winning 3-0 in that one. And a lot of that had to do with Ilya Samsonov, who will be getting the net here again tonight. So just kind of exciting to see what this Leafs team might be able to do when you take some of those top guys out, some of the guys who eat up a bunch of minutes, and you say, how are you going to respond? Maybe you're not going to be able to win this game because you're missing some of those guys who are so important, but are you going to show up, or are you going to fold like a cheap lawn chair? That's what I want to see out of this Leafs team. That's what I want to start to find out about who they are and the identity of this team, especially in these spots against teams that you might be playing against in the playoffs. So interesting one here tonight from that standpoint, but outside of that, Sheldon Keefe does confirm that the lineup remains the same as what we had seen against the Buffalo Sabres on Saturday night. So no changes there, no lineup changes, no roster changes, no power play, penalty kill changes. We're pretty much going to go in and roll with the exact same unit. So no turnover there from that standpoint. Now, we do have one more thing here in tonight's game preview, and that'll be our best bet for tonight's game. And that comes thanks to our friends over at Bet99. Look, we started off pretty well. We're taking some swings with some of these long shots. We're going plus 400s, 425, 450, 500s, whatever it is. That can work in your favor, but it also means that in theory, they don't win as much. We have to be careful with our bankroll. We have to be cautious of how much we're risking on a daily basis and given our confidence level in each of these bets. So we're going up and down within our units and making sure we're playing responsibly, as everyone always should. We started off hot. It gave us a good base to say, hey, we got this much money in our bankroll now. Over the last little while, our friends over at Bet99, sitting there laughing. They see us post these videos. They see me tweet out my bet for the night, and they sit there and say, this idiot. More money in our pockets. Not anymore. I'm sorry, Bet99. I appreciate the sponsorship. I love that you're a part of the show. We obviously thank you for that. And anybody watching this video, you should be signing up. You should be betting at Bet99. But we're turning things around. We're turning things around, and we're taking money back out of your pockets. We're going to take that for ourselves, and we're going to do that tonight with a Tyler Bertuzzi power play point at plus 440. Look, I know I've given this one out a bunch of times. I know that it hasn't hit quite yet, but based on the style of play that this guy brings, based on the style of play the Florida Panthers are going to force this Leafs team to play, this is exactly where Tyler Bertuzzi excels. This is the type of game. Go to the front of the net, park your ass in front of the goaltender, and piss people off. And that's who Tyler Bertuzzi is. That's what he does. That's how he excels. We saw it when he was with Boston as they got closer to the playoffs, and then once they got into the playoffs, how he performed on that first line that they had and how he performed on the power play, because Tyler Bertuzzi is playoff hockey. This guy is built for playoff hockey, and that's the way the game is trending here right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one is officiated from, are you going to let the kids play? Are you going to call anything and everything in sight? But regardless, I'm assuming the Leafs are going to get some power play chances, and at plus 440 here for a guy who's playing on the first unit, has no indication of being taken off of it at any point here, and is still on the first line with Austin Matthews as they continue to build chemistry, plus throw in the fact that this is just the ideal way for this guy to play the game. I feel like we're getting a great number. I feel like this is a great bet. Tyler Bertuzzi, plus 440 to record a power play point. We're going to bet half a unit. That's $50 on this one. Half a unit to win 220. Half a unit to win 220 here. I know things haven't gone that great for us over the last little while, but tonight that turns around. And you know what? On the season as a whole, we're still doing okay. Out of all the bets given out, 3 and 5, we are up 2.9 units, a 36.6% ROI, and that's just going to come from the fact that we're managing our bankroll and we're taking some swings. Manage the bankroll, take some swings. Things will go in our favor here eventually. So we're all good there. Thanks to our friends at Bet99. Half a unit, Tyler Bertuzzi, power play point, plus 440. That's my look for tonight. That's my best bet. Hopefully everyone enjoys tonight's game. Hopefully this bet cashes, but cash, lose, whatever it may be, we will be back here on Leafs Nation After Dark following the final buzzer, joined by Jay Rosehill tonight to break it all down. So sign up at Bet99 now. Make sure to go and place this bet. Your local Canadian sportsbook and online casino built by Canadians for Canadians. Top tier customer service, fast payouts, and smooth transactions. Bet99 should be your choice of sportsbook. You must be 19 plus. Please play responsibly. Available to persons in Ontario only. We'll see you guys after the game right here. Myself, Jay Rosehill, breaking everything down. Enjoy the game. Good luck on the bet. We'll see you guys for Leafs Nation After Dark.